Well, okay, so this is OBS streaming. Interesting. Hmm. $6,800. Okay, there's my audio still. A little hot at times, but not too bad. Alright, so... that white is really white. Oh, hey, there's that. Why aren't you over here? Can you hear me? Hey, Jason, I see you saying, hey, can you hear me? Oh, okay, you can hear me. Good. So then I guess I can get started on figuring out how the heck to take this stupid thing apart. Is the audio quasi-decent? This is all on a Logitech webcam. Nice and scuffed. Do I need to take you off? I don't need to take you off. I can just do that. Okay, that works. Wrong size. And that is why I love my iFixit. Good. The difference on my first stream and yours is I started with Windows, and apparently, based on what you found out, that's a hell of a difference. I'm tempted to play with OBS and Linux just to see if I can figure out why it. But everything's generally made for Windows first, so that's probably what it was. Alright, what's next? Okay, that's on there like that. That connects to that. What else? Aha! That's what's else. There we go. Nice handy hidden ones. My favorite. And another one over here. Alright, so not a showman or anything, so I'm just kind of doing it like I would do it, you know? Which is to say, probably the wrong way. But that's how I learn. Do it all the wrong way a couple of different times, and then I know what not to do in the future. Huh. Okay. So you go up onto this thing, which goes into this umbilical, which is, okay, 3 goes to there, 2 goes there. Alright. How about that? An umbilical on an old-ass printer. Which means I didn't want to take this apart yet because I need this off. How do I do that? Like this? Yes, like this, but not with that screw. Bet these are M4s. Yep. Sure are. Alright, so that would work, except I need tools. Alright, Indy Harbor Freight. What do we got here? You look tiny. Are you tiny enough? So when you talk about the boss, would that be your wife? All right. Lets me hold that. Mom, okay. Well, Mom is very boss too. Mom is very boss too. Good. Yeah, no, that I don't disagree with that thought pattern at all. Strokes are something you don't mess with. And losing parts already, just the way I like it. Let's see if I can find that before I completely lose it. Of course, I can't. Oh. Murphy's Law states if it can go under something, it's going to go under something. Alright, that is not how I wanted to do that. Learn more and more every time I touch this thing. Alright, so that's not how I want that to work. Let's see if I can put this back up here but take this off, which means I need another piece. Most stuffed video on YouTube right here. I don't know that you were deep enough to be what I wanted you to be. No, you were. You were what I wanted. Well, how the heck are you attached? That's how the heck you were attached. How the heck do I don't care about how you're attached. I care about how you become unattached. Error, YouTube is not responding. Cool, I wonder if, well, maybe it's still working, maybe. Yeah, ow. Felt like it pulled up the wrong thing. Yeah, no, you can't see nothing. Okay. So, everything there and over there. Good. And another screw, because why not have every type of screw known to man on the darn thing? Get the dead center. Alright. I did not actually loosen it. Okay. Alright, that finally got it off of there. And I will not be putting it back together that way, for sure. Where are you at? Here, over here. Come on. Will you focus? Yes? No? Maybe? Yeah, no ferrules, raw wire. So, that's not good. If you're still here. I don't know if you're still here. So, can I rearrange this to look closer? Whoa! Over here. You still there, Jason? If not, totally understand. This is a really, really weird tool head. Really weird. Think I can get this apart for you to look at? Yes, yes I can. And this little stream should give you all you need to know that I have no room to talk about cleanliness in any way, shape, or form. My entire office is a giant mess with just 3D printing parts and pieces everywhere for fun. All right. Almost. Very carefully trim that connection, so there we go. Still had some filament inside, interestingly enough. So, hot end fan directly connected to it here, and onto a big fat block like this with a longer-ish looking nozzle. So I'm gonna go with you might be right on it being a basic Mark 8 style. But yeah, there rhyme or reason or way I would ever use this print head as is. All this damn aluminum, it's just weight that doesn't need to be there. This is cool though, the fact that it has a print head tool head on a really old school printer. I think that is incredibly neat. Well, crap. I got it apart. Now I just don't know what to do with it. I wonder if we can look at the Hero Me together, but I'm not sure how the hell to do that because I don't know. Can I do it like that? I bet I can do it like that. Chrome. Orca slicer. Buddy, Prusa wire. Huh. No. No. That's not what I want, but I'll make it work. Huh. Does that just automatically show up? Do you see my computer screen, Jason? I know I have to wait a while before I actually see your YouTube comment. Oh, nice. It crashed. My favorite. So this is what we're talking about, the Hero Me. Will it even work on a Bowden setup, or will I have to actually go ahead and attempt to make it direct drive all at the same time? That's a whole extra can of worms I didn't think about. Huh. So there's the Hero Me zip, which I think I've actually downloaded all of this before. Let's open this though. Alright, so you're thinking that since I have the damn thing apart, and I mean, it is like this metal cage on this big old that we just move over and direct drive it, huh? Alright, so Micro Swiss direct drive kits, no. You say, oh, they actually have the Geeetech on here. But I don't want to use the Geeetech if we're going to do a direct drive. So I would probably want to use this guy here, right? The generic Mark 8. And then whatever the heck And then what do I use for a extruder? Oh, you didn't even see what I was pointing at because it wasn't in the screen. Yeah, generic Mark 8, and then I have to figure out what in the world to put on as an extruder for this thing. I have the extruder from the Bowden over here, but I don't know if that will work. I don't think it will. But it looks like this thing has enough bits and pieces I could definitely build it any damn way I want. And this thing here, let's go ahead and swap back. This guy here is screwed in to the hot end, which makes it a little easier. I mean, yeah, you still have to do the hot tighten and hot swap, but I don't have to hold this block because it's screwed in, which I like that. I like that a lot. And in order to clean this mess up, I gotta take that all apart right now, which is why I swapped back over to this so you can watch me take it apart. Because that way, if it all goes terribly, terribly wrong, you get to watch me destroy this hot end, which is always fun. I mean, to watch somebody else destroy it, not to be the one destroying it. I'm always very not happy when I destroy hot ends, but that has been something I've done. Just need a mount for it, huh? Yeah, and I think because we're looking to move to linear rails, that should be something that we can find and do nicely. Okay. And of course, it goes even smaller. Why do they have to have every screw size known to man on all of these parts and pieces? Oh, nice. And that screw instantly scrubbed. Which means that ain't coming off. Ever. Fun. Here we go. What can I do? Can I do... Yes, I can do that. And there we go. Alright. You should have the ability to add links now. All the parts and pieces off of here that I can. And I'm going to have to probably buy a stripped screw. Fix. Wow. Whoa. You little bitty sucker, you. Alright. If I could just get that one loose. There we go. Yep. Stripped. Alrighty. How do you come apart? Don't necessarily want to do that. Alright, questions. No, I do not have easy outs. I need to get some, but luckily I got it loose, see? But this guy here, wow, I can't see nothing. Has little grub screws on either side, which I assume will allow me to pull the hot end all the way out. Should I do that, or should I try and twist it? Thoughts? So I don't know anything about Mark 8s. I'm tempted to try the grub screws just because they look viable. And by tempted to try them, I mean I'm going to go ahead and do them and see what happens. Again, either it works or I tear the whole thing apart. And it looks like it works. Okay, I really don't hate this design. Is this the Mark 8 now that you've actually got a chance to see it? Because I know it's not a like a E3D V6 or what, like the Prusa uses for sure. Yeah, I could have just loosened them. I realize that now, but hindsight, 2020, you know. I really don't hate the design of this hot end. When you say check the nozzle, what do you mean? Anything? No? Okay. Nope, it is not the same size as a V6. Okay. I will in fact need to hold that. looks like a Creality nozzle. I mean, maybe? I have the ender, which you can kind of barely see over in the corner there. I wonder if I can pull up. Yes, let's do that. Let's just go like this, and then we'll do Creality nozzles. I don't know about it being a Creality nozzle there. Yay! Dropping hot stuff. Okay. I was able to get that part apart. How hot are you? Yeah, you're warm. Whoop. Alright, so I was looking for the Creality nozzle, but I don't know that's what we want. Woo, drop it. Oh, you're not even watching me because I'm on this other stupid. I can completely see how easy it is to do that. That's still hot. Okay, cool. I need a heat safety mat here. Okay. Get this back. Hold it by that because it's not hot. Is it proper protocol to hold it by the thermistor wire? No. Am I going to do it anyway? Yes. Cool. That is a M7. You are still warm. But, I don't know if you can... How do I make you freaking focus a little bit better? I think this is an M8. Because it doesn't have the weird flare. So when I Google the Creality Hotend, see it comes with, well, that's an M6. I wonder if there's a Creality M8. No, they all have that. But what happens if I look for a M8 nozzle? Those all look... That looks similar. I wish I knew how the heck I could tell what it is. 8 is lower. Yeah, the Micro Swiss Mark 8, it looks like these guys. Because it's got the very flat. So you're saying that if I were to go and say A10 Pro nozzles. In theory, Google would tell me the answer. Oh look, Micro Swiss, they are Mark 8s. A10 Pro, A20, and A30 Pro. Mark 8 nozzle. But that's just the nozzle. That is not the hot end. So you say it is a Creality Mark 8 hot end. Hey. Is this AliExpress? Yeah, AliExpress. Come on. Don't complain that I'm in the US. Just show me the picture. That picture looks right. So I think you're absolutely right that it is a Creality hot end. So I have a Creality hot end that takes Mark 8s, which then means over here on the Hero Me, which I can look for this guy right here. It supports the Creality Stark Mark 8 2-screw mount, and I just have to figure out what kind of extruder to put this thing. And why do you not look like you are a moderator? Are you not a moderator? Add as moderator. Managing mod. Oh, you were not a moderator because there is a button I did not press because I couldn't see it. There. Now you have the power. You know, it is incredibly weird to be sitting here talking to myself, but knowing that I am not talking to myself because there's somebody on the other end of the conversation. Okay, that is still a little warm, but not terrible. Put all the parts in here. Put you over here. I should probably go ahead and just take that part off because that's going to have to happen. I would love to use this tool head board again because, well, I just think it's neat. So figuring out how to work that into the Hero Me might be a trick. You do not need a piece of silicone mat I cut up just specifically to have something as a hot barrier on my desk while soldering and playing with fire. You know, if I was going to play with fire, I should have said this is not for children. So children, don't play with fire. 2 viewers? Who the heck else is viewing? Hello, lurkers. Alright, so do we take the extruder off? Since we won't need with the new setup? Am I laggy? Because YouTube's complaining a lot. I wonder if I'm lagging for you. Because my streaming setup is fully wireless, which is not a good streaming setup. Well, I don't necessarily want to use the stock parts, but having that as an option is incredibly handy. So, let's see what it looks like to take this thing off. Alright, so go back over here and swap to probably this guy. And this is a standard Creality. Oh, no. Not that one. This one? A Creality top, actually. And then this one is big. This one? Too small, too big. Alright, where's just right? Come on, Goldilocks. You're literally just the last one sitting in here. Because I have used this hot end on my 3MS whenever I built it. You are not seeing anything. This is so incredibly easy to mess up. And just throwing everything in one bucket is not going to be handy later, but that's okay. Oh. The fact that a random screw that I did not unloosen just fell out is possibly a good sign. Alright, and you unplug, and you come out. And so, yeah, standard NEMA 17 stepper with the full-on Creality style extruder. So, I mean, it's an Ender clone, so they cloned kinda everything. Should I take the rest of that off? Because it is a huge chunk of metal I will no longer need. You know what? There's no reason not to. I mean, I say there's no reason not to, right up until I'm sure I figure out, oh hey, there was a really good reason not to do that. But that is the whole reason for this printer, is to learn, and as my father-in-law likes to say, you don't really learn it until you've at least messed it up 3 times. So, and I don't know that he's entirely wrong there. Alrighty. Okay, that's got a lot of extra parts and pieces to try and lose. Oh yeah, no, the entire bracket has to come off for that. I have all kinds of extra parts and pieces I'm going to have to print in order for this thing to work properly. Fun. Hey, look. Just what I thought. Hidden screw. Because why wouldn't there be a nice hidden screw? Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't want to... Do I want to take this off to replace the entire back piece? Maybe? Thoughts, Jason? Should I continue taking this thing off? Why not, right? That's what we're here for. Let's just tear this sucker apart. Because I am going to need to do it in order to put on the linear rails anyway. Oh. Huh. That's problematic. You're sitting there, but you don't act like you want to come out. Is it because... Alright, let's pull Discord back up just in case everything went to hell and I don't know about it. Super quiet. Which can be a thing. Let's get rid of you. And I want to get rid of you, but I can't get rid of you because you're not connected. Or are you connected? You're probably hardwired in. Which, why wouldn't you? It sounds like some way to be incredibly big pain in my neck. You're small, you're big. Alright, so okay, that got part of what I wanted out of the way. Okay. Now the trick is, how do I get you Oh, that's how you work. Which makes sense, I guess. Let's get this one over here off. Could you be more crooked? And the answer is yes. In fact, you can, in fact, be more crooked. Alright. This should be what I need to let the whole damn thing fall apart. Okay, so belt off, this off, and you were clipped in. Cool. Alright, and I couldn't get these guys out because they are slide-in connected to this. So, got all that apart, which means I can then take this off. I have no idea if you're still here or not, but at least I can kind of sort of still see that I'm doing stuff here. Alright. Get a whole nother screw, because why not? We've used every other kind of screw. Let's use a Phillips on this sucker too. No reason not to. Interesting. Those are self-tappers. Okay. Okay, so you're what holds that together. You, because you look right. And just because you look good doesn't mean you are. Okay, let's see about smaller or bigger. I feel like I'm missing a screwdriver here. Yep. What the hell are you? Oh, you're part of that. Okay. You have no bits in you, which means the bits are elsewhere. Should have put them up here. It's that size on top, but I don't want on top. I want inside here. Okay. Let's go one more lower. And I feel like you're too small. I feel like you're too small. Yeah, you're all too small. And if you're just perfect and you've been sitting there the whole time, alright, right now I've taken off my single solitary Z. Nope. The top of the Z so that I can unscrew this mount. This giant chunk of metal was what the old mount was on. Okay. So, that gets all of that out of the way. Probably need this piece still for my Z. So let's work on taking it off. Try this one, it doesn't look right. It's right, it's too small. I'll start putting some of these away so that I can know that I have what I need here. That's too big. Ah, here it is. Huh. And you can't see what I'm doing anymore because I moved again. Oops. Yeah, you can see me typing. If you can see and hear me, I have no reason to type to you. Why? Ah, that is on live chat instead of top chat. I see more chat. Ah, yes, the Prusa Wire Beta 1. I did see that. It is very, very cool that they have that. Okay. Can you type again in YouTube chat just to make sure that... make sure I can that mode. And I now see that you suggested I leave it on the gantry since it's part of the gantry. But I've already taken it apart. Yep, high. I see you're high. So, yeah, I don't know that there's any good way to just not, I'm just going to keep going forward. Right? Right. Because that's the wrong size too. Wrong size. Did I have the right size on when I started this whole thing? And then I swapped? Yeah, I think so. But see, I think what I want to do though, is I want to, even though this is a part of the gantry, I would rather take and find a nice flat piece of plastic for this, just this part, for the backside, just to remove all of the rest of this that's just sitting there. Linear rail for the X-axis, yes. Well, actually, I say yes, but what I really should say, can I get you a little higher and a little lower at the same time so I can talk to you and you still, no, but I have I think this is a 300 millimeter linear rail, and it came with, I think this is a ball bearing repair kit? I'm not sure. But yes, I do have a rail, which may or may not be the right size. I guessed. But it does not go the full width, so I can center it up and I'll lose a little bit. Z, no. Z I do not have. I was just going to leave it as is. Because the stepper for Z is down here still. So, what do I have here? I have a 300. What did I order? Amazon orders, because maybe I have a 300 millimeter rail, and sticking that bad boy up there like that. It's only 20 more. So it'd be like a 320, so I think a 300 is probably right. Okay, so you're saying that that's for lubing and maintaining the carriage. Why does it have extra balls in it? Is that maintenance balls? In case they lose a ball? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, we'll just throw all this in the giant pile. I really need to clean my desk. Huh. So I need to replace this part. To install this part. And figure out the hero me. And I have no idea how to start any of that. Pretty standard stuff, I think. So, thoughts, Mr. Jason? I mean, the Hero Me says it'll fit the Creality stock single and dual gear, so I wonder if I can make that work. Okay. Files. That. Okay. No, not okay. Definitely not okay. How many freaking file folders do I have open? Too many? Why do you not have any visibility? Oh, will it not let me show my file folder? That's interesting. I did not know that was a thing. Oh no, it shows now. I don't know why it wouldn't show before. There we go. Whoops. Son of a gun. Huh, gantry adapters. Hey, gantry adapter. Capture, Orca. So that's a stock gantry adapter, not quite what we're after. Why do you get so big that I can't see anything? I think that's silly. Alright. Files, cancel. Huh. Alright. Get rid of that one. You said there we go. Just lost you to buffering. There we go. Okay, so I came back. You should still have me. Hot end mounts. Hot ends. don't see... Wait, this is a Creality... Ender 3 through 5 2-screw mount V2. I bet yeah, I bet that's exactly what we need. Can I just do 2? Ah, that works too. Can I click you and no? Okay, you don't work like my other stuff. So there's a Creality 2-port adapter for the Hotend, and that should be the Hotend that we have. So I need this. I think I need this, right? That makes sense. And then, so there's that one. I wonder if I have a dual gear extruder. No, right? Maybe. I took it off. I took it off. Here it is. That's a single NEMA 17. So it is not a dual gear. It is a single gear, I bet. Yeah. You know what? This looks fairly familiar. In fact, it looks damn near identical to the G10 one you sent me earlier. So with this and that, I think I'm a little bit closer to... So the Creality single gear, the Creality Ender 3 through 5 2-screw adapter for the Hotend. That's 2 pieces. So that gives me the Hotend and the extruder. What about a base? Probably the universal base. Yeah, I think the universal base probably should work. Should have left that other thing on here. In fact, I will go get it again just so I know I have what I need on here. Creality. Nope, I already have that one. I wanted the Hotend mounts. Hotend's Creality Ender 3, that one. We could totally do the voice. I am not opposed to that. I'm not entirely sure how the hell to do it, though. I assume I need to set up another audio capture. Audio in. Say it's Discord. Speakerphone there, microphone. Yeah, so we'll use you, I guess? No. Yes? There's an application audio capture. Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna pull you in, I might as well pull you in all the way, right? Okay, we're in a call. Can you still hear me? What do you have for your audio and video settings? Because that's important. Let's check. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, no, you can hear me because I am using that. Output device is incorrect. All right.
Can you hear me?
Ah, yes, I can now hear you. I had to change my output. Okay, so Discord. Okay. No. How do I save?
Force you to use it, even though you don't. If you pick the wrong one, you have to just insert it and then delete it.
All right. I have no idea if this is going to show up in the video or not. Meh. Cool. All right. So far those three look like what we want, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you very much for helping with this.
You're welcome. Anytime, bro. You help me all the time.
Yeah, but it just feels weird to get help. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. It sure does.
All right. Files. Aha, files. Figuring this OBS stuff out is kind of fun too. And I have a public video, but I didn't actually share it with anybody but you.
Okay.
Mostly because I knew you would be helpful. And I'm a little gun shy from the other day.
Right. No, I understand.
Alright, so part cooling. Probably a standard duct. And this is a 5020 built into the front of it. So I probably want a 5020 part.
A big point.
Yeah, I mean, for an Ender 3 clone to have a freaking 5020 as the part cooling fan is actually kind of neat.
Nice.
Single 5020 since I only have one. I mean, I could add more, but I want the simplest we can do for now, right? So.
Yeah. You can always change it later if you want.
So this gives me a single 5020 because that's just reusing the parts off the A10 here. So what I need now is hot end cooling. Is that even a thing on this? I may not need that though because the Ender or the Creality style heat break had a place to direct connect off the heat break, so I might just be able to connect it right back, but if I'm playing with the Hero Me stuff, I should look. I wonder if the base, the part cooling duct, I don't even know what an ABL is.
What is it? Auto bed leveling.
Oh, so I would need that for, because I do have a 3D touch.
Yep.
Which I guess is going to be a BL touch.
Yeah.
Most probes wings? Probably not, right? Let's.
Yeah. It should be that one, unless you have a. That's the one that has the wings that come off the side. It has 2 screws.
The other one was?
Yeah.
I do have 2 screws at the top. I wonder if. I mean, does it matter? It probably will matter when I get to trying to put these pieces together. So I guess just left compact for now. You probably want to see.
Well, which side? Which side does it home to? The left side?
It homes right.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it homes right, because that was well, looking at it, it homes left, but if I'm standing behind it, it homes right. Does that make sense? You know what? I know how to make this make sense. There.
So when you're looking at it, it homes left.
Janky. Yeah, it homes to this side here, which would be left looking on.
I'm still looking. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I forget about the delay. But yeah, it homes to this side. So, does that mean I want to put it on the right?
Yeah.
So the left. Oh, no. Do not delete the video capture device.
No.
Huh? What? Who? What was the last no for?
You want the one that goes on the right.
Okay. Which means, do we want compact or medium, you think? I don't actually know what the difference is.
I'd try compact. It'll probably tuck it right in close to the hero knee.
Which is, sounds more like what we want. And I think I can get away with printing this all in PETG, at least initially, and then replace it with ABS. Especially probably like part cooling fan as it melt. Nope. There we go. Yeah, so here's the one. Why can you not? Oh, because, yeah, that's why you can't see everything. Because this is a sideways monitor. Alright, so there's bed leveling. What's next?
Hey,
Extrude
I
direct
might want to
drive.
look at the skirts.
Skirts, which would be. There's a universal skirt.
I think it's in the paint. That might work.
Yeah, because I went with the universal V2 base. So let's look at the universal skirt. I know what skirt is, so maybe you can explain that.
It just wraps up the hot end and allows the fan to do its work properly.
This does not look like what you mean.
That's weird.
But it's
No.
It's damn sure saying that it's a universal skirt. Okay. Well, let's get rid of that and let's see what else we got.
Okay. Yeah, you see that part up at the top that has the fan mount on it?
Yes, that's what they're called, the universal base.
Right. There should be a piece that wraps around that, or at least there should be a piece of trim that goes over the front fan.
This piece here, right?
I can't see it.
Yeah, I know. Hold on.
Yep. Sorry, sometimes I get overly excited.
That's okay. Yeah, because the piece that we were just looking at looked like it would go back here. On the back of it, maybe?
Yeah, it might have been.
And that would finish enclosing it, because otherwise this thing is fully enclosed. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't hurt anything to put that thing back in.
Do you have the base plate for that yet?
No. Since we took the base plate off, I need a new one. Right? I think so. That makes sense. However, is it the gantry adapter that we would maybe need?
I'm getting bits and pieces here. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I'm on, everything's on Wi-Fi, so it does not surprise me that we're having issues.
It's alright though, because I'm getting your general gist. That's what matters.
It does. So now the thing is, this is what we need.
Linear rails, look at that.
And probably
Beautiful.
the Ender 3 style.
Yeah.
Do I want all of this or just... I think I have an MGM 12. What did I order? Yeah, MGM 12.
And it should be an H carriage.
So...
I'm trying to see rear, short back, tall back. Pull one in and see what it looks like. Yeah, pull the top, the one that says top in.
Let's go with the
box
MGM.
X carriage top.
Yeah, we'll do the... Oh, MGM 12H Box X carriage top. Right there, that one.
Oh, yep.
That looks right now. There's just so many of them.
Yeah.
And do that.
Oh, there's Ender 3 style box X carriage.
Alright, and it should swap, and I have it selected.
Okay. Yep, I see it.
And it's just a basic box connector, which should connect directly to the linear rail. Yeah, it totally should.
Yep. And it looks like it has two heat set things in there for the for that thing in the back. the base.
Yeah, it probably does. Alright, I kind of see why people like the Hero Me now. Because I can take all of these parts and pieces off the original setup and build my own new direct drive. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Alright, let's swap back. Huh? Go ahead.
It's a beautiful thing. I was just saying it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. So I've done the extruder. I don't need an 80XL mount yet because this is still running Marlin. I have not put clipper on it. I, however, do have a Pi coming I got fairly cheap.
Nice.
We've done a base, we've done a hot end, we've done the part, we've done AVL, we've done a gantry adapter, we have not done cable management.
And you did the part cooling ducts?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even know what any of these are.
Okay. When you easier to explain, it's just asking you to select where the cable management goes on the left side, right side. It's like they have tubes, they have tall tubes, short tubes. They have towers that go in there. So you could do like a
Just a second.
Okay.
Alright, you should see all the options.
Okay.
I'm actually...
Okay, do you see what I mean there?
Yeah, no, I
Has,
totally see what you mean here. I'm not sure what in the heck I would want. I think this is something I probably will end up needing to pick after I kind of put the darn thing together. But I mean, I guess I could maybe start with like a basic straight like this. I don't even know how long things are.
Which long things?
Like these three in the middle here.
Oh, those are zip tie towers.
Oh, okay, that makes perfect sense now that you say that. But if I'm doing it, I'd rather have the little tube here, I think. And it probably actually should go with these guys right here. A little bit of bend to them. Yeah. Just for something to start with.
Yeah.
Okay, come it. Quit it. Oh, because I forgot how to use Orca Slicer. That's why. Okay. So that's better. Now we have one more part that we can look at, and then I get to figure out how to print it. endoscope mounts, fan guard, all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I kind of feel like this part doesn't need to exist until after I print it, because I may not need any of it.
Right.
Alrighty. So the next trick is PETG loaded. Do you think that's the best way to print this?
Give it a shot. The way that those are laid out,
They don't
he
look
always
crazy.
orients his models the right way for you.
Oh, he does. That matters because
Yeah.
one of these bastards moved. You moved. What did you look like? You are the CR Touch Compact Right. I can Control Z that change. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Because I did the auto, you know, what Orca thought was the best, and it moved one of those, so. And he already has pre-aligned everything. I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
Let's see, layer height, I'm just basic 0.2. And then I'm using my standard strength, 3 walls, 5
All I do
tops.
is boron settings.
Boron settings.
40% infill. 4 walls.
Layer height 0.2, extrusion width 0.4 millimeter forced. 4 walls. 40% infill. Where is the line width? Over here? Line width 0.4 default. It looks like it's going to
Line width is over in quality.
Ah, yeah. You're behind
Oh,
reality. Sorry.
Let me check.
It looks.
No, it says right on.
Yeah. 0.4, 0.5, 0.4. So it looks like the standards are that. Strength, infill, gyroid, wall count 4, top and bottom 5, supports none. Really? Supports none?
Yeah, you shouldn't need any.
Alright, we'll turn it off just to make
Except
sure.
for, hold on. The part for your cooling fan, you might need some on the,
Bent cable tower
those-
2 left has floating cantilever. Alright, let's see. Let's turn supports back
okay.
and see what it thinks it should do by default. Okay, that is too many supports.
You know how to paint them, right?
I do. I just don't know that I'm the best, but I have you to help, so we could definitely try that. So let's go to tree. Manual? No. Normal manual? I wish I could do tree and normal. Because this guy.
I do either style organic or normal.
So you think tree manual, style organic? Yeah. This part needs it, right? This part here that's hanging over, or?
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely needs it. You wind up with a mess without them. But what I would do is use the fill tool on the painters. It's the bucket.
Like this?
Yep.
But, and this here's
You don't even have to support the holes. It's going to try and put them in. Yep.
Do I want
There you go.
to block the holes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's nothing in there anyway.
Alright. Who else? Probably this guy?
Yep.
Alright.
The undersides of those overhangs, definitely.
Why isn't it colored?
I'm not sure.
So I remember it used to be... That's not what we want. Kind of like that.
Yep.
Ah!
Exactly like that. I wish the bucket tool would work for that for you.
Do I need to probably do something on these holes too?
Yeah, probably. Even though holes are a pain in the butt sometimes to get the supports out of.
This is gradual enough. I don't know that I need anything on the actual vents. Probably need something there.
I'd say no, but you never know.
I'm gonna go with no, and if it fails, I'll just reprint it. Alright, do you think there's anything else I need here, maybe? Maybe here? Yeah.
You know what? You're gonna need supports on the right hand. You just on the
curve
towards away from you. That one right there. On the right hand side.
Where it curves this area here.
Hold on, let me see.
I know. Here in a minute.
On the other side.
Other side?
It's gonna print. Yeah.
Oh, like right in here? Or, well, let me... Might as well do it on both sides then.
Yep, right up in there. And the reason I say that is because it had that.
It comes really far
It
away.
comes down.
Yeah. As soon as you pointed it out, I could see it now that it kind of juts out so damn far.
Okay.
But I definitely did not see it until you said something. Alright, let's call that good enough. You need something. Wait. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Wait, no, those holes are designed to not need supports. That's nifty.
Nice.
That's all that one needed. This one has everything in a 45-degree angle. This one might need it. Just because those are such big spans. Maybe not. Ain't gonna hurt anything to have a few more there.
No.
Oh, I bet those pipes are gonna complain. Yeah, they probably
Those will be alright though, because it's printing each side and then it slowly works its way up.
Serious conflicts of G code. Okay. That is fixable. Hey, no errors, no complaints, no concerns. And it's only a 5-hour print.
That's not bad.
I wonder if I want to put a brim on any of this.
That one's entirely up to you. I don't use brims anymore.
I don't use rafts, but occasionally I use brims just because the damn thing likes to be a pain. What I do for sure want to do though is make sure I do a full clean on my damn plate before I...
Okay.
Just to make sure.
Right.
Alright. As long as this thing actually works, I can build a prey head tomorrow.
Nice. That's exciting.
It is! Because I wasn't planning on doing this yet, but when the PSU didn't work and we started what I needed to do for the frickin' linear rail, it made perfect sense.
Good.
I wonder... So yeah, that, other than maybe trying to figure out how to tidy up my mess, is about all I think I can do. Oh yeah.
Hey, you got a lot accomplished, and
You can see the mess in my back. Like every square inch is covered in stuff.
that's like my place over here.
But you don't see any raw filament sitting out because all of that is in a dry box.
Oh. Yeah, I have to move my dry boxes upstairs.
Upstairs, downstairs though.
It is, but upstairs has less humidity.
Hmm. Yeah, I just have a couple of airtight boxes that I got from Home Depot that I just have a bunch of desiccant in as my dry boxes. The big 30-gallon or 30-liter boxes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I wonder how, you know those 5-gallon buckets that Lowe's sells and Home Depot sells?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how that would work if you just put desiccant in the bottom and make like a
You wouldn't be able.
standoff and just stick them in there and seal the top.
You wouldn't be able to put a whole lot in it. All right, you may get a little dizzy because I'm gonna move this camera so I can better explain what I was talking about. See, this is down here, just very large boxes with just a ton of desiccant in them. And I can store 10 or 12 rolls, easy.
Okay.
Whereas what you're talking about would totally work, you just won't be able to put nearly the amount of rolls in there.
Right. Yeah, if you don't like the way I have it set up with the rolls just laying, you wouldn't like what you see on my, I forget what they call it, where the filament rack on the wall.
Yes, I've seen that, and it drives me nuts, mostly because the first thing I have to do here, even though there are other people in Oklahoma area that are printers that don't dry their stuff, I have to dry everything because it seems like if I don't, it's just this giant stringy mess. And there goes the SVO8. Finally loaded. Oh!
Nice.
Oh. That's an interesting idea. How the hell would I do that? I guess it's another video capture device. Or is it a media source? How do you share your cameras?
I put those in. Hold on, let me open up.
It's your
OBS.
Your printer camera. Because I know I could probably open it up in a browser.
What you do is, like for the buddy cam, I made a media source. Let me get you the correct. Does the SVO8 have a stock internal?
The camera in it, it's running through Clipper. So it's streaming, and it doesn't look like a media source is going to let me connect to a URL.
Using SVO8 for
wouldn't
OBS source.
Your Creality, the Elegoo Centauri Carbon, how you set those up would be probably similar to this. because they use a clipper system of sorts.
Okay. Well, we will be able to check to see if it works. Let's see. Okay. So we'll go to chatting and Centauri Carbon. I used properties. Okay, it's HTTP :// then your IP address.
As the
and then for this, what's that?
So, did you set it up as a media source for the carbons?
Yeah.
And you're talking the local file? Oh, no, if I turn local file off, there's more options.
Yep.
The hell is the setup? Webcam. Webcam action equals stream. Nope.
And then at the end it would be /video or /stream or /?action equals stream.
Alright, so let's try it over here and see if it works over here.
If you go into your OBS, not OBS, your yeah, what's it called? Orca Slicer, and go into control or device, and then right click on the camera. It should give you a URL that you can use for the
Copy image link.
For OBS. Yep.
Wow. There's all kinds of extra crap in there. Do you have an input format set?
No. What, didn't it pop up?
No, because as a playback device it didn't. I wonder if because I can load it in the browser.
Try doing the browser setting in OBS. Because you just gave me the idea when you said I can load it in the browser.
So you should see a still.
Yep.
Oh, because it's action equals bypass or snapshot. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Okay, do I want to...
You can see it moving.
Very slowly?
It's probably because of the frame rate.
Wonder if I need this bypass cache. Try that URL.
Unless it's printing the purge line that slow.
It is printing pretty slow, but it is. I'm having FPS of 0.0 over in the device manager. So my frame rate is terrible inside of the SV08 itself. So I think
Now, just a curious question: was the SV08 did they cut corners on the motherboard on that puppy?
possibly.
Like they did? Okay.
I mean, at launch it was like a $500 printer for a 350, 350, 350. So they probably cut a lot of corners. So I could probably do like a MP8 or any kind of a big Geeetech would be an upgrade probably.
I was just curious because usually when there's not a whole lot of overhead left, that's when the camera suffers.
That makes sense. I mean, it's not an expensive printer, but it's fully open source. So that's the part I really enjoy, is the fact that I can do anything to it I want.
Oh, for sure.
And it's a pretty big printer. I mean, it's not the biggest, but it's not terrible.
Right. That's 350 by 350, right?
Yeah, it's decent sized. I mean, it's not like the 500 by 500 by 500 that is the SV08 Max. I have no room for something that big.
I hear you.
Would I want something that big? Yeah. But nowhere to put it.
Yeah. Right.
"27 views, all kinds of people bouncing in and out going, what is this scuffed crap?"
I only caught part of that.
I was looking, I have 27 views.
Oh, okay.
Which is just crazy to me.
That's awesome.
To stream, I'm going to need to hardwire in the future.
It does help. But Wi-Fi works too.
The frame rate is so slow.
Yeah, I wasn't taking a shot at the printer at all. I was just wondering because usually the first thing that you'll notice when the overhead is low is the camera starts slowing down.
Yeah, the camera has always been slow. Let me go over to the machine here. But I'm like 46% memory, 15% CPU. It doesn't seem overtaxed, but
Oh,
the camera just is terrible. I mean, the camera's not terrible,
Okay.
but the frame rate is.
right, right. Hold on, let me see if I can find something to change the frame rate for you.
No, I didn't want that. I wanted you. Yeah, max FPS I have set to 30.
Okay.
And yet, I only get 2.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're going through because the K1 used to do that too until I changed its motherboard.
All right. Well, then I mean, we're looking at the motherboard is probably the bottleneck. Which, what board do they have in this daggum thing?
Probably a custom one.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call it the SV08 Silent Mainboard.
Okay. Oh, I just found a solution for possibly for the issue. You set the frame rate lower, like 5 or 3, so that way it doesn't tax the processor.
Cody, here is your reminder. Work on my book. Cody, here is your reminder. Work on my book.
I guess it's time to work on a book. Okay, I can't change that now that I'm printing, but
Right.
that makes sense.
And it also says try increasing the amount of available light.
I mean, I can do that, I guess.
I think the main point that they use these cameras for though is so that you can check in every once in a while. I don't know if it was meant for streaming.
Yeah, it really isn't designed for this. I think if I wanted to stream, I would need better camera. But I mean, neither are the ones that you're using, and they turned out pretty decent.
True.
And they're all, I mean, especially with the
True.
Centauri Carbons, they're a cheaper machine than even
One
this.
does need more light.
Well, yeah, your 85X
Oh, yeah.
for sure needs more light.
Yeah. But I found out when the enclosure kit comes out.
Oh, really?
Yep. It ships on the 20th.
That
I don't
is
even know what
awesome.
day that is. What was that, Cody? I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Are you cutting off?
Yes, dear.
The motors are here.
Let me write a check.
Okay.
Alright. Bye.
Bye.
Apparently I need to write a check for the lawnmower.
Oh, I hear you.
I forgot that that's what today was.
I'm surprised they're working today.
Yeah, it's a small one-man show. Well, it's not a one-man show, but it's a cell phone business, so.
Okay.
And he wants to get paid, so.
Here. Okay. Delete.
So how goes your, actually, I guess I can probably stop the stream and we can continue the call if you'd like.